drive-in time yet again, boys and girls. And today is a good day to mock the living daylights out of anti-weed propaganda. From the 30s, Reefer Madness, or Tell Your Children, The Burning Question, Dope Addict, or Love Madness, was a movie that was originally funded by a church group to discourage the use of marijuana in the youth in the early 1930s, which went so well that after all this and the Bush-era war on drugs with DARE and whatnot,
we are all joining together to release draft legislation to end the federal prohibition on cannabis.
The original film was bought out after initial shooting by producer Dwayne Esper, who's familiar with the matter with such directorial hits like Narcotic, Marijuana, and How to Undress in Front of Your Husband. I bet it's an instructional movie. It went through the circuits of the late 30s, 40s, and 50s before it faded into obscurity and getting rediscovered in the Library of Congress in the 70s, which was bought for $297, and was shown as unintentional satire and as one of the worst movies made, which held that title until the 2019 Cats movie. Sorry, Birdemic, maybe next year. This is quite a gold mine if you want to easily review a bad movie, since it's in the public domain here in the USA, and you can even watch both versions of it on Wikipedia. It's highly enjoyable as a cult classic, and as an adapted musical in 1998, with a TV adaptation that starred Alan Cumming of GoldenEye and Spy Kids fame, even recolored by 20th Century Fox and Legend Films, though that version is copyrighted, and reviewed and riffed by the likes of Nostalgia Critic, Cinema Snob, Brandon's Cult Movie Reviews, and even Riff Tracks. After writing this myself in 3 parts, it's time to subject my friends to it directly into their eye holes. They don't have a choice.
God, it feels like Disney's going to tell me about marijuana.
Oh, it's worse. It used to be called Tell Your Children if you didn't see.
Tell your fucking children.
About weed.
Ugh.
Man, this shit sounds awesome.
Whoever did the mixing, peak performance.
Thankfully, though, we don't have to worry too much about recognizing people because none of these people have been involved in anything else.
R.I.P. to their acting careers.
Listen, acting's a very hard career to break into.
When you see the acting, you're going to see why. Just to make sure, the incidents and characters portrayed in this movie picture are purely fictional and any similarity to actual occurrences and living or deceased persons is coincidental. The motion picture you're about to witness may startle you. Okay, you can scroll up a little bit. It would not have been possible otherwise to sufficiently emphasize the frightful toll of the new drug menace which is destroying the youth of America in alarmingly increased numbers. Marijuana is that drug. A violent narcotic, an unspeakable scourge, the real public enemy number 1.
The devil's weed.
Its first effect is sudden, violent, uncontrollable laughter, then dangerous hallucinations. Space expands, time slows down, almost stands still. Fixed ideas comes next, conjuring up monstrous extravagances, followed by emotional disturbances, the total inability to direct thoughts, loss of all power to resist physical emotions, leading finally to acts of shocking violence, ending often in incurable insanity. In picturing its soul-destroying effects, no attempt was made to equivocate. These scenes and incidents, while fictionalized for the purpose of the story, are based upon actual research, lack thereof, into the results of marijuana addiction. If their stark reality will make you think, will make you aware that something must be done to wipe out this ghastly menace, then this picture would not have failed in its purpose, because the dreaded marijuana will be reaching forth next. Your son or daughter or yours or yours.
They're really trying to play up the Juan in marijuana. It's like they're after like the Cubans or some shit. They're after the Mexicans because of that marijuana, right?
The newspapers telling us about the recent new war on drugs.
Ah, yes, the unlimited amount of bullshit to justify snatching people up and throwing them into indentured servitude, basically.
Mostly black people.
Oh my god.
All right, we have a meeting.
That is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen, to lay the foundation for a nationwide campaign to demand by law such compulsory education.
Well, there's going to be a law about marijuana, but it's going to be making it legal. As if many states haven't already made theirs legal to a degree, be it just medicinal reasons, or both medicinal and recreational.
I was gonna go to work, but then I got high.
We got to prevent Afro Man from writing his weed anthem.
Jesus Christ.
It's nice that they're going after weed, but this is 1936, and I believe alcohol is still legal. Ah, shit, I got fucking crack all over my papers.
If we force purity, it will decrease violence. Everybody dies. It makes me frightened just how controlling these people were back in the day.
You don't
The
think they
levels of
were-
like misinformation and lies and propaganda they would spread just to stir
This
up
is
a
like
public
the-
panic.
This is a precursor to Twitter, okay?
Oh, this is a pre.
Marijuana makes me so frightened by how quickly I can destroy a whole bag of like shredded Mexican cheese and a whole loaf of bread without
God,
even
does your
noticing.
butthole feel
That's
like
what
that?
weed does to me. I fucking hate it.
We gonna make you fat.
Weed will make you fat. That's a fucking danger.
Gives you them. I want to get, there's a certain weed, or type that, my boyfriend told me about. I only want to see how creative I can get and maybe have a spiritual experience. That's like the only reason I want to try it.
Don't count on it. Honestly, don't count on it. Because I tried taking it for that reasons, and it just made my eyes hurt and make me want to sleep. You're honestly better off with alcohol.
I would like to try something. Maybe magic mush.
Try all you want, but just saying.
This was around the time where they were like poisoning whiskey batches to
Deter drinking.
enforce, deter drinking and enforce prohibition, wasn't it? Or they were
Let me take a
literally
look. When was
fucking
prohibition?
poisoning the people. Like,
Too many people are drinking. Let's fucking kill them. Let's just straight up poison them.
Oh, no.
They
This movie came out
literally
after the end of
did that.
Prohibition in 1933. 3 years after it.
Is the menace of marijuana.
Ah, good going. Let's burn all the weed. Maybe the smoke will not make anybody who happens to live near that furnace get second-degree high.
we must put cyanide in the marijuana to prevent people from smoking it. By killing enough children, they'll no longer do the weed.
That's what spice was for. Completely legal, kill more people than Mary Jane ever did.
I mean, all Mary Jane ever does is just make you vegetate on your couch. I mean, I guess that's a fucking sin. Now let's see the story of one such weed ring and how it was brought down. And you can tell this is old because separate beds, people.
So let me get this straight.
Hey,
Hi.
come on, May, get up.
This whole thing, they were
No.
just
Time to
using
get up and give this place a going over.
generally made
Looks
up
like the Marines have landed.
bullshit, fake stories,
Last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the
and
Navy.
You
just,
better get on the job. Some of the kids may be up this head.
wow.
And those young
The
officers-
propaganda amateur of the government knows no bounds.
Yeah, this was
yes.
commissioned by the government, wasn't it?
No, I think it was a group of churchgoers.
Yeah, so this was completely independent of the United States government.
Oh, yes.
Powered by moral fright.
But later on, I mean, the government did try to start a war on drugs, and I believe it was Barbara Bush who started it. Or was it the Reagan administration?
I believe it started with Reagan. Bush's didn't help. No one fucking helped. It's bullshit.
Right.
Actually, it's really weird. A lot of this bullshit was spurred on by public sentiment. So,
Ooh, we're getting some leg play.
Leggy, stick a leggy out, girl.
Leg is fine taste, I'll have you know.
Listen, I'm gonna blow.
Oh.
Oh, I wish you'd lay off those kids.
Oh, why don't you get over that mother complex?
Unless you want to be a mother, I can provide.
Yeah, they're just strictly partners in this.
I'm guessing this man's like some kind of marijuana dealer. I don't fucking know.
They're both marijuana dealers.
Okay, so this guy was like deliberately going out of his way to sell marijuana to the kids or something, I guess. I don't know.
We gotta hold off. This officer's telling us to stop for a moment.
Hammer time.
Man, I remember when a drug dealer was just like in his house and he's just like, "Be back, honey. Gonna go sell some drugs to some kids."
Oh, by the way, Ralph, I'm sort of getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's.
Yeah, the guy on the right is going to be a major interesting character to see in this picture.
So long, Ralph.
See you later.
That guy?
Yep.
Hey, Ralph.
Suit Man.
Hey, how do you like that? Very nice.
Oh yeah, she's got the best tennis racket ever. I bet that costed her a pretty penny. Oh, she's at the wheel. This is not going to end well.
Good to know even back in like the fucking 30s, there was this general trope of just like fucking middle-aged fucking people cosplaying as like 18-year-olds.
Oh, yes.
Ugh. I don't have much to say on the fact that, like, because this crap is so old, it's very blurry and hard to see at points.
Well, this upload seems to be at a lower resolution than the one I reviewed.
Even still, probably a lot of cigarette burns on this fucking film here, describing by how many fucking dark spots there are.
Yeah.
It must have been somebody trying to destroy this thing, I don't know.
No, cigarettes burns are the little circles so that way you can line up the film reels because...
See, a movie doesn't come all on one big reel. It comes on a few. So someone has to be there to switch the projectors at the exact moment that one reel ends and the next one begins. If you look for it, you can see these little dots come into the upper right-hand corner of the screen.
In the industry, we call them cigarette burns.
That's the cue for a changeover. He flips the projectors, movie keeps right on going, and nobody in the audience has any idea.
Ah!
Nowadays, we got DVDs and all sorts of digital stuff now.
Blu-ray disc.
Fucking which one of the Three Stooges is he, the piano player?
This story is so fucking hard to follow. I can't help myself. It's just like, what the shit?
Who are these people?
Exactly! Like, I have no emotional investment. Is this guy about to light up a cigarette or a joint? I can't tell
It's
because
a
of the age of
joint.
the
Trust
film.
me, it's a joint.
I think we assume that if he, like, trades out the previous thing he was smoking for that, yeah, it's a joint. I'm waiting for him to, like, turn into a werewolf and kill all those teenagers or some shit, because the propaganda...
Yeah, nobody smokes like that!
You can tell this was made by people who have no fucking clue about marijuana. Just looking at a word and it goes
like it's fucking
automatically
like
evil.
They treat marijuana like he's deliberately conjuring the devil and allowing him to manifest inside of his
I
body.
wonder if instead he's not smoking just regular marijuana. It's just laced with angel dust. No, my
Hi
life.
there, I've smoked a reefer and now I'm gonna eat your eyes out of your sockets.
I don't need my eye. Pulls it out.
Oh, hada, daddy! Yeah, sure. Yeah. Lace your fucking cigarette with that shit, I'll tell you what.
Not the
I'll tell you what.
My mind association will never be separated from that fucking character when you say that phrase. I'm sorry,
Fair
but
enough,
it's just
then,
what it
I
is.
guess. Now we gotta deal with these square students. Well, 30-year-olds trying to pass off as high school students.
You know, I just thought about this, but like, marijuana is like really, really potent and it gives off a distinct stink.
Yeah.
Like, if they were in general proximity of that guy smoking it, even though his hands were covering like the cigarette, wouldn't they be experiencing secondhand smoke from the weed?
I mean, yeah, nobody ever thought of that when they were burning all the marijuana in that previous shot.
I mean, they probably weren't actually smoking weed, because you know that's illegal even if you do it on a film.
Oh, Jesus.
You'd certainly fucking smell it.
Somebody farted. It's we.
It was
Jesus.
me.
That guy was just all sorts of nice guy.
You know, when I study this, I kind of think of you as
Almost seconds away from fucking saying, "Milady."
I mean, some people call it skunk because of the distinctive smell it gives off.
This smells like it, but then again,
Why would you recite Romeo and Juliet? You know that's a story about two teenagers that were just mad-ass horny and wanted to rebel against their parents.
and eventually kill themselves.
Even back
I can't
then.
fuck you no more, so I'm gonna kill myself.
Many people only remember the "Oh Romeo" scene and just don't bother to look at the rest, because that's whenever you try to put a play up as part of a story of an episode or whatever. I mean, think back to real quick the Beverly Hills Teen episode where they were trying to get auditions for Romeo and Juliet. They only ever showed that window soliloquy and not the rest.
I'm glad that bitch fell out of that fucking window. I'll tell you what.
That was Bianca. She's the best character.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Just go project yourself onto her, why don't you?
She is the best character ever! Wilshire!
She fucking lands on Wilshire and somehow still breaks her fucking leg, by the way.
I think it's broken.
What is?
My nail!
What made you so late, Bill? I was getting worried.
Well, I had to study, Ma.
Right.
I saw him out walking with his girl. Bill's got a girl.
I'll shut you up.
Bill, you hear it. You better tell him no. You hear it. I didn't mean to Bill honest, I didn't.
Oh, well, what I'm burned up about is it just didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Why did the kids also have fucking blazers and shit?
Because it was the 30s. Anybody that's from the old century had to dress prim and proper. Not always, but as time grew on, we decided to be like, fuck you.
There probably was a family dress and family suit, though.
Oh, yeah. Like, my family, like, okay, so my grandparents and my mom and all that, they were really hell-bent, since she's like a boomer and shit, on dressing appropriately.
I'm standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, looking for a dope smoke.
My titties popped out and I'm gonna feel it up.
Oh, shit.
Come and smoke my titties some more.
I fucking love the Eagles, man. Can't help myself.
I made the same joke in the riffing that I did, but I used the actual song. Oh boy. We're about to go on a ride.
I'm gonna kill this man.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Ah, shit, forget about the A&W root beer. Let's go get some drugs.
Actually, these old black and white movies were semi-decent, so how far can they even go with Reefer madness?
Shit, I'll be spoiling that shit.
What happened to Frank? I'm eating his face, Lorraine.
We didn't go that far. I can tell you that much.
It might as well have.
This guy? Yeah.
Freaking soy jack.
Are we supposed to be afraid of this man?
Look at this crazy shit going on, man. Wonder how much Mountain Dew they all ingested.
Oh, you know it ain't Mountain Dew. You know it's just straight up fucking Coke. You gotta swing your arms side to side, fucking punching everybody accidentally. Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't really give a shit.
Hey there! Do you know you smell like my mom?
You banged your mom too?
Oh man.
Are they getting second-hand high?
No, my luck, probably, but he's about to get it directly.
Was this essentially what an out-of-control party was that day?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like an out-of-control party. That just looks like a mental party.
I've been to out-of-control parties, man. I fucking hate those parties, man. They just tell you to do nothing but drink shots. Like, that's how you socialize with people. Hey, you want to drink a shot? Sure. You talk to the next person? How do you talk to the next person? Oh, hey, you want to drink a shot? You do that until you fucking black out. I hate that so goddamn much.
I imagine it's because everybody there is such a dickhead, you have to be blackout drunk to even tolerate them.
Oh, for sure. Like, I mean, look at that. Like, I've never worn a vest with the suit, but if I worn a vest with my suit, my balls would probably be so far to my fucking goddamn stomach, I'd be just antsing to punch somebody in the face.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, at least they look snazzy. For like a
He'll
couple
be
of
snazzy, but he'll also be bloody.
This is what the dreaded marijuana does to you. It makes you feel things.
Oh, it's so horrible.
That Sigma grind set mentality, being octogenarian.
Remember, feeling things and being passionate was the devil's work.
Hey, you don't need to smoke that shit. That's bullshit. Forget cigarettes. Go with this fucking Cuban.
Cigarettes.
Cigars. Cigarettes.
I will have a Cuban cigar one day.
I think the biggest problem with having a modern perspective is actually like seeing the genuine contempt for this kind of stuff as evil. Is like, I don't know, like maybe it's just the way I've grown up, but it actually feels disgusting to me. The people lived in a society that they couldn't feel simple emotions like this.
The simple notion of vaping is fucking disgusting to me, because I had to, like, go through the fucking era where everybody did it and tried to hotbox a room with just vape smoke. Do you understand, as a person who doesn't vape, how utterly horrifying the experience is? Everybody had the lingonberry flavor, and it just made me inherently just gag at the smell.
Oh, Jesus.
I can understand that with this at the very least.
Just imagine a distinct skunk-like flavor taking up the entire fucking room. And this is the 1930s. Imagine that kind of bullshit in the 60s and 70s, where nobody was keeping clean.
At least you could get screwed up on some LSD to forget about the smell. Jesus.
True.
Oh, looks like a narc came in.
Don't be a dope. I'm just dope enough to draw the line selling hop to kids. All right, Pete. You know what my policy's always been. The boys are not satisfied. I'm always glad to have them retire. Retire permanently.
Also tonight, there is tragic news. 2 more law enforcement officers who responded to the January 6th riot have taken their own lives. Washington, D.C. police officer Gunther Hashida was found dead at his home Thursday.
I'm just gonna go over there and just die.
I only wish you had a couple of kids so I could get out.
Alright, so anyway, how much crack do you need?
I'll take one of every each. One of each.
I need 3 lines by tomorrow morning stat.
Now remember, our driver has been toking it up.
So fun.
Like, how many, like, a week ago? Again, the progression of the story is just so... It's like Quentin Tarantino almost. It's just so out of order. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, what age? What freaking time am I looking at anymore?
Oh, boy. Now marijuana makes this happen. He's speeding like crazy.
Oh, God, 65 miles per hour.
We didn't have
no.
like, speed limit signs like that.
He ran over a man!
And he is not remotely gored or gutted at all.
He just did a hit and run.
He didn't even bother to stop and rob the man of his wallet.
Man,
You didn't even have the decency to mug the man. Come on. Step your game up. Little do we know, the man run over became the $1 million man.
Don't worry about it, dear.
We can't rebuild him. We have the technology. Oh, God, you smell like shit.
Honey, did you fart? There's no
Yes.
farting in this household.
Sorry. Should I fart?
Oh,
like
Jesus, we're
roses?
missing a few frames.
Do you smell that? Me neither. Start farting.
Jimmy, how could you blame your bowels on me?
Ew.
I was about to do a rock joke.
Ew, God.
Can you smell that? Well, I think it doesn't matter what you think.
But I am a person too, and I have a brain.
The return of the guy from the opening segment.
Yes. The evil
I
of
don't even recognize him. Holy shit.
The evil of reefer madness. It's just like feminism. Plague on our society.
There we go. I was trying to find the name of the guy who's pretty much bookending this fucking shindig. Dr. Alfred Carroll. Well, that's the character's name.
I thought you were about to say Alfred Hitchcock.
Carol is surprisingly similar to Karen.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you noticed that.
In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets.
This is the instructions to go to the actual file for this kid.
A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup. 16 years old and a marijuana addict. Here is a most tragic case. Yes, I remember. Just a young boy. Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe.
Oh, sure! Sure, buddy! Okay!
You know, they're lucky marijuana users couldn't file for defamation of character. You're calling them like fucking axe murderers and shit.
Well, here's the thing. Basically, this was ridiculed by many. In fact, they even toured with this fucking video to advocate for weed legally. For, weed legality and shit. And they pretty much just parade this around just to mock the fuck out of it, too.
Yeah, because this was like ground zero. This is the propaganda everybody believed that justified the illegalization of marijuana, and it was like completely false.
Getting a little harder, Dr. Carroll.
And psychotic in some areas.
We must initiate MK Ultra.
Just like fucking imagine Bob Marley. Don't worry, just be dead.
Don't worry, just be dead.
I'm going to kill every single one of you.
Don't worry, just die.
Don't worry, Mr. Preacher Man. I'm going to kill you now. Remember, you smoke marijuana, it just turns you into like fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, basically. Fucking Charles Manson.
Oh, no, sir, I haven't, Dr. Carroll. Well, that is, you see, I'm worried about something at home.
What are you getting?
Why are you running?
This is supposed to be psychotic.
Hi, you like possessed.
Let's kill some children, Jimmy. All of them.
Yeah,
the preschool, the kindergarten. Yes, let's.
Is her top off?
Nah, just a sweater.
Fucking Christ.
I thought she was topless.
Nah, I don't think they would get away with it in 1936.
Remember, it's supposed to be crazy that they're like partying it up and being happy. Like, oh, the
Makes you
evil.
feel shit.
You're supposed to be disciplined and controlled. We're trying to become Nazis, goddammit.
Where are you getting that shit? It's just mashed potatoes and bacon. Why? It's not I'm gonna eat the entire thing of it. Although I am getting kind of hungry. I probably will take out the whole fridge.
Got that mad munchie mo, yo.
The evil. Scandalous. And he's like just gonna bash her head in with his fist or something.
You know what I think of? I think of that animation of Mickey Mouse through the looking glass. I don't know why.
And then randomly he's just gonna like murder her or some shit.
Look at Jack Napier becoming the Joker.
Give me your
The
snubs.
murderous intent is already setting
Love
in.
me.
Wonder how he's gonna kill her. I mean, I already know it's coming. You can see the look on his face.
Whoa.
That was some good shit.
Wonder if he just got a joke that was told to him like days ago.
He'll just like walk into a fucking bloodbath like the Evil Dead just took place in that
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Good morning, miss. We're from the police department.
Good morning.
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Someone caught the license number at the place of the accident but didn't get it quite right.
Tell me, was the person killed?
He was eaten alive by his best friend who did Reefer.
The werewolf.
The werewolf. See, you do Reefer and you wind up doing horrible things. Becoming a homosexual is one of them.
Has Jimmy Lane been here today?
Look, lady, all I know is he was toking up the good shit.
No, he didn't.
You even paid me $5 to not tell you that. Wait, I was not supposed to tell you.
I'll write it down for you.
You know, I'm really bad at keeping secrets.
You just need to pay me more money. I can keep secrets better with a 20 instead of a 5.
$20? That'd be insane in this time. Absolutely. It costs a fortune to keep a secret, man.
I gotta make money somehow. These people ain't giving me tips.
$20 would have been a lot around now.
Probably could get you a house in 1936.
Yeah?
No. I want to say about 500 or maybe 1,000.
$50.
We're joking around, Kitty.
Oh, it's that gal that Ralph's gone overboard for.
I just killed John the other day. We're all getting high.
I was gonna go to work, and then I got high. Ooh,
Yeah.
I was gonna go clean my room, but
Then I got high.
And then I got high, and then I got high, and then I got high.
Now we're gonna go into one of the things that marijuana is supposed to make you do. It's even worse.
I'm thinking about
Make
little
you
boys.
horny.
Way too much.
It puts the body before the mind, so I never been in that situation, but I can assume if you're doing it, it kind of makes doing it feel better because you're not really thinking about it, you know?
Yeah.
I can't sleep. Oh goodness.
I've shifted like that on the couch. I am not kidding you. That is real. That is real with loaf of bread and the fucking cheese.
I'll fucking do it again.
I wonder what the worst way they can kill somebody in this film is.
Oh, it's about to come. Trust me.
Somebody got ran over.
Femur breaker?
We'll break his legs.
Oh, Mary, give me a Mary.
Ah, must be a new strain called the Rapist. Thanks, Snob.
Reefer made me do it. I'm gonna suck your life essence out.
Not like
Did you literally just say make that noise?
me a pterodactyl. But yeah, it's not like alcohol makes you fucking horny as fuck.
Reefer makes
While
you
also
think you're an
killing your
animal.
dick.
I'm just trying to suck out your blood, Clarice.
It's like your nice AB type blood. It helps with COVID.
If I replace my marijuana-infected blood with your
Look at
non-marijuana-infected
him.
blood, then I
He's
will not be
taking
high.
your woman. He's doing all sorts of things. Let the rage flow within you.
He's soiling your lady.
Corrupt them all.
Turn into a werewolf. Ow!
Give me your
No, it's gonna
soul.
get worse.
These people are demons.
I'm gonna squeeze my fingers into your eye socket.
It's a fight.
I smell like sulfur.
Oh, he's got a gun and he's trying to fucking pistol whip.
I'm trying to jump.
Wow.
Ah. Somebody got shot.
I'm
girl.
bleeding.
She got shot.
Great bullet wound there, Frank.
Yeah, you fucking bring a loaded gun just a pistol whip instead of, I don't know, anything. Like a fucking meat tenderizer mallet or something.
You bring a bat. A bat is reliable. A bat is your friend. If you can't,
Bottle,
then a
fucking
machete.
Christ. He was in the kitchen. He could have grabbed a bottle or something. But no, he decided, I'll load a 6-shooter. Fuck it.
Listen, you two.
Just take the furry approach. Just tackle him with the snuggy wuggies.
I'll handle this. Now get going.
Well, time to incriminate somebody else for the crime. I am not a piece of shit. It's all just the Reefer. Reefer makes you do this. Okay, I think I'm off the hook, Josephine.
Mary!
Thank God fingerprints wasn't a thing in 1936. Or DNA.
Carbon 14.
Well, that's out of our hands now. We're not going to jail, but that kid certainly is.
Remember it. These two kids came up here for a couple of beers. You were out in the kitchen, you heard the shot. When you got in here, that's what you found. Just stick to that story.
I'll kill you.
The dreaded marijuana made me shoot you.
Marina!
I've committed.
They have circus music now?
Goddamn circus sideshow.
What's with the somber mood? Did somebody die?
Yes.
Hey, kid. Want to hide a body?
You're gonna get butt raped in prison, boy. I'm gonna put you in there with Jared Fogle if you don't pony up the dough.
The Harper marijuana slaying trial now opens.
How'd they know it was because of marijuana?
Pretty easy to pin.
Somebody was smoking a joint when we got there. It was pretty easy to tell.
Only way to sit through this whole fucking film is to be high.
Might as well. Ah, Dr. Carroll again!
I happened to attend the recent interscholastic tennis matches. And while Bill Harper had been considered an exceedingly good player, I saw him miss the ball by as much as 3 or 4 feet.
Oh shit, he was bad at baseball?
This was tennis. This is tennis. This is a whole lot worse.
He missed the tennis ball?
By like 3 or 4 feet. And I could tell it was marijuana. And not the entire bottle of Jack Daniels that you just drank just before the match. Why? I don't know. It sounds like since Prohibition didn't work, we'll just blame marijuana now.
Always a need for a moral panic, the state is.
I'm not actually a doctor. I just put on a lab coat, pretended to be one, and the state says I was.
Can't you tell by my glasses?
Yes, I'm a licensed physician. Your vagina is ruptured.
Where is your degree?
He was a fine, upstanding American. 6 months ago, what would have been your opinion regarding the character of my client? He was a fine, upstanding American boy.
He wasn't pretending to be a good boy. He was absolutely a good boy.
Let's say you've been a naughty girl.
Dare I say, a filthy girl.
Filthy girl deserves spanking.
He's just a kid. Can't hang him.
Shut up, shut up!
You're talking over the voices on my fucking head!
He's turning into Hyde.
It was his own fault, wasn't it?
Shut up!
Let my voices speak, goddammit! You're all telling me to kill somebody.
Thinking about stocks. They tell me to buy GameStop.
Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
Oh, he's about ready to crack.
All you gotta do is keep him from having too many reefers.
Any day now, that punk will get hot. He'll probably spill and tell all he knows if he gets the chance.
I made myself a giant tray of brownies, like 40 of them, and I remember my friend had one, and then he left. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll eat one. But then when you get high, you get the munchies, and then you eat another pot brownie, and then you get super high, and then you get the munchies again, and then you eat another brownie and you get high again. So I just sat there and ate brownies like it was a fucking thing to do for like 3 days. It was terrible.
That's awesome, man.
I did nothing. I did nothing. I tried to play Morrowind, and I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go jump off a bridge. Have a nice life.
Hey, Jack, how's your fucking business?
What are we gonna do about that Wiley guy? I got a hunch that he's due to crack when that Harper verdict comes in.
We're gonna have to arrange a hit, my friend.
I know a guy who could fix all this.
Racist hand gesture!
Oh, the horror. This is what the Reefer makes you do.
We now return to the People's Court.
You are the father!
Trust me, we can pin all the recent crime in this goddamn city to this one kid. We'll crucify him. We'll make a fine example out of this lad.
Burn at the stake!
Objection! This guy is, not supposed to be yelling at the jury like this.
Sir, Get your finger out of my face. You're practically picking my nose. Shut up! Digging for gold here.
I gotta look good so that way if OJ suddenly murders anybody, I'm good. I could be on his dream team.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Bring your mouth any closer, I'm gonna have to have you suck my dick here. Sitting here in the jury here, you bring that breath over here. Can't help it.
I will not engage in such homosexual degeneracy. Are you smoking reefer?
I can sure as shit tell you he's smoking cum. Goddamn cum breath all over the fucking jurors. You know he uses that finger to pog people.
Just because I'm well dressed doesn't mean I engage in degeneracy.
Now we go on to 12 Angry Men.
That was a good ass fucking film, not gonna lie. Like all shit fucking said, that was a good fucking film.
Also in this room is going to be a bit of symbolism.
But supposing he was insane?
You doubt it? You little dissent, you little commie?
You call me a fucking communist again and there's gonna be another murder.
Now either we all agree, or you're not with us.
You know, there's something really broken about this.
But there's a reasonable doubt about the boy's sanity.
We can't. No doubt about the fact that he murdered her. He admitted it himself. That wasn't the first time he was there.
Look at that. That's the news.
Uh-oh.
We gotta make an example before boys like that contaminate all of our children.
My children argument.
Oh no, the concerned mothers.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
And a very ironic thing, I have to look this up again. The last ever hanging in the United States took place also in the same year that Reefer Madness was out.
Gives you the big brain thoughts.
Huh.
And this was known also the last public execution ever held here in the States.
Have you reached a verdict?
Guilty. Discharged.
Yeah, kid, you're fucked. Unless something miraculously happens that spares you. Alright, now let's go drinking.
Got some cocaine to smoke, don't you know?
Another successful killing of a kid. Just to make an example out of him.
Hey, what I gotta say? Fuck them kids.
Meanwhile, this guy is Jitsansi, and I believe all that fucking LSD has been ran out of that place.
Oh, that racket. Stop it.
Put those hands to good use, you know?
Bring me some reefers.
Because that's a technical term. Reefers.
I like how his eyeliner has, like, increased, like he's being possessed by a devil.
He's wearing more makeup than the goddamn women are here.
So it's like guilt combined with reefer madness?
More like a lack of sleep, I think. Why does this weed make me feel emotions? Am I not supposed to be guilty?
Remember, the weed is what's making him feel bad. And that's a bad thing. He's not supposed to feel bad that he sent a young man to die for him. Really makes you think about the fucked up thoughts people had.
I'm of the more sort of persuasion that drugs don't create the thoughts. They just sort of take the thoughts that are already there and sort of fuck them up a little bit, you know?
Pretty much. I mean, if you pretty much have homicidal intent, certain drugs will probably amplify that.
Yeah, and the way...
Or at least loosen restrictions that you have against acting them out. But not weed. Again, I will tell you, not fucking weed. You will be on that fucking couch. You will be on that piano just playing the same 2 fucking notes, and you won't even know how long you've been doing it. Could be like fucking 3 hours.
Jesus, she's smoking now, not because of the weed, but she's overloaded. You're about to break the wad, lady.
The carpal tunnel is a-coming.
Oh, is his heart gonna stop? No, he's gonna kill her.
It's Gene Simmons. When he's off his medication. Hello, I've come into your home, see?
Yeah, nice mouth I like to fuck.
Your eyeliner has come.
Take it easy, kid. I just want to talk to you.
Sure.
Beat him with a fucking yardstick.
Yeah, just bite out his throat for extra measure. That should show that you're crazy.
Sure.
FBI, open up!
I'm surprised none of them try to jump out the window. Because I remember that one advertisement from the 80s about, like, weed's like, whoa, bro, I feel, like, invincible. And then he, like, grabs, like, his friend's shotgun, or friend's dad's shotgun. You know what I'm talking about, Gonzo?
Jumps off, like, the roof.
Yeah.
There is a similar scene near the end of this. And now for the ultimate fucking what moment. Dispatching all the cops to all of the known areas where weed is circulating, tearing down doors, confiscating all the drugs, as if this will finally end the violence in America.
They're
businessmen, they come and drink my wine and take my herb.
Ah, yes, finally. The drug war in the city is over.
Utopia is only a few arrests away, don't you know?
Just suspend the right to a trial and you can get rid of all the people you need. Or hell, all the people you even hate. Just plant some drugs on them.
Jack Perry. He shot Mary and then he put the gun in Bill's hand. We were all at the apartment one afternoon, and Mary came in looking for her brother.
Again, they act like fucking meth addicts. You remember that one scene like fucking goddamn Breaking Bad with the fucking, like, ATM machine?
Listen to me, stupid. I am in the middle of very important work. I am on the verge here.
That's how they fucking act. You don't act like that.
Yeah, they're acting like they're trying to get an Oscar out of this, but these people's careers never even went further beyond this movie.
You need to practice the transatlantic accent more, don't you know?
You also gotta, like, speak all this bullshit and participate in this propaganda piece that will be widely despised throughout America.
Our films lack color both in the sense of technicolor and of people.
Do I understand you wish to plead guilty to a charge of fostering moral delinquency in the case of William Harper?
Moral delinquency. Ooh, doesn't that just sound like 1984? Don't you know if you're a narc, you won't get any trouble. It won't lighten your sentence. It'll make you a little bit more comfortable. Get you a little bit more lube with Tyrone over there.
Alright, take her away, boys.
Hope you enjoy making lovely, lovely license plates for everybody.
They will be quite nice.
Now let's see if somewhere around here she just decided to snap and go completely cuckoo.
No, I think she's off the reefer.
Who is the person walking next?
Some old lady.
Oh, I thought that was an alien. So bad. Or a melted man. Oh. Harry. Why did we go down this path? Let us.
We did all this, people.
Well, if that didn't give you a hint.
Woo! Yeet!
She jumps out a window and kills herself.
I'm too pretty to make license plates.
Nice.
I am happy to have been enabled, before it was too late, to order the verdict of the jury in the case of the people versus William Harper to be set aside.
Aren't you lucky to be white and a young suburbanite boy? We would have put you to death already if you were a darky.
Wow.
And you know it'd be fucking true.
We would have expedited that death penalty and people would have pulled up lawn chairs.
Alright, now it's the people versus Crazy Ralph.
I am Nosferatu, the Vampire King.
No, you know Nosferatu ended up falling in love with a Riestel agent's wife?
Look at all the angles. Someone discovered camera angles at that point.
It is recommended, Your Honor, that the defendant be placed in an institution for the criminally insane for the rest of his natural life.
Do it. And now, Dr. Carroll bookends the movie.
We must work untiringly so that our children are obliged to learn the truth.
Yeah, look how well that ended. Now we're trying to legalize this shit.
The levels these people went to were genuinely psychotic. You kind of feel morally obligated to at this point.
Tell your children that marijuana All the things we said about marijuana is a whole load of bullshit.
Okay, let's real talk. How much actor get paid for?
Probably not enough.
What year was this made again?
36. 1936.
Yeah, if they probably weren't being like, being like prepped for the war, or you're in the military, because shit, what the fuck else are you going to do at that time? Yeah, you'd be a little bit desperate for any act you can get. Shit. A job's a job, $20 is $20, you know what I'm saying?
A little too well, yes. So. I think I already know the general consensus of this movie. So, just for the sake of it, why not tell us? What are you guys' thoughts?
Beware of the devil lettuce. Ooh. Oogie
Yes.
boogie.
Those munchies will make you kill your girlfriend.
Again, that's like Sharp Wings exempt. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say, but it's like, dude, again, I had like fucking 10 grams once one evening, and all I did was get like really fucking high. I had like really vivid details of like what I was watching. Like, again, the way I would describe getting really high is your body experiences, like as in your eyes, your body, your senses, all of that is perceived before your mind and your ego actually catches up to it. Again, in the case of Kitty, you may be able to get a sort of spiritual experience from it, but that depends on the kind of surroundings you surround yourself with. Again, I was surrounded by a fucking TV, an Xbox, and a loaf of bread and some fucking shredded cheese. So, how spiritual you can make that? But is it really gonna make me want to kill anybody? No, not really.
I think Reefer Madness exists as a reminder of the times and the extremes people would go to try and justify the war on drugs as it would begin to rev up. And it exists as a reminder of the decades of madness we are, to some degree, I think, at this point. Moving to legalize marijuana not only will prevent years of incarceration for the smoking of essentially a substance. It's honestly not that bad of an action to begin with when you really think about it, because it's about as bad as smoking a cigarette. But I mean the action, not necessarily the effect of the object, but like you don't incarcerate people for smoking cigarettes, and those can literally kill people. And Reefer Madness kind of exists as a reminder that we are moving to legalize this stuff, not just to stop those years of incarceration, but to stop decades of general insanity and madness and people going too far.
Weed is fun, the end.
In pursuit of a lie, honestly.
Weed is not fun. Again, because of what I described, I don't like it. Again, I don't like putting the body before the ego very many instances, so it's not for me. I don't vibe with it. Again, you don't have to fucking like oppose weed because you've tried it and you don't like it. Again, it's just more like, again, people will do as they will, and you don't have to do what they do. Again, everybody's like a free agent and all that shit, all that jazz. So, just be your own fucking person. Learn what that means to you.
All right. I think this is pretty sufficient. I'm going to conclude the recording, and we're good.
We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.